most important tool in my very pricey arsenal, the 1980s boombox. Multiple repairs to the cord. And this particular boombox has detachable speakers and an auxiliary input. So I can hook up my iPod and bring the 80s into the 2000s. Can you believe it? It's virtually impossible for me to work without music, so I'm going to call this a necessity. I did a little spray fire stopping around the hot and cold water feeds that go through the sheetrock. Put some rock wool in these bays. So this is a firewall that is also acting as a firewall. And I had to stuff it around this duct to continue that as a firewall. And we are in business now. This will be a drop ceiling eventually, but for now the sheetrock is going in. Okay, the sheetrock is going up. It's a pretty good job if I do say so myself. Nice tight fit on everything. I'm not going all the way up because there's just too much stuff to compete with, obstacles, and the ceiling is going to be just kissing the bottom of that duct. So I really technically don't need sheetrock much higher than that. So should be fine. So I don't know if you guys want to see sheetrocking, if you need to see it, but that's going to be next. Got to buy a little bit more of this 5/8 for the firewall here. Another 2 sheets and some screws. There's my shopping list. So I don't know. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe not in here. It's too tight. There's nowhere for me to stand and set up my tripod. But I'll show you when I'm sheetrocking the garage. Alright, I will be the first to admit, it is very unbecoming of one to toot one's own horn. However, would you look at this? Come on, man. That's perfect. That is such a good fit. I eyeballed that. And, well, I'm pretty down on myself. I'm pretty hard on myself. But sometimes I even impress myself. I guess even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then. Sun even shines on a dog's ass. Okay. That's that for the bathroom. Going to be challenging the spackle. Good thing I got a corner knife. Well, that's it until I get this 5/8 for the firewall. Okay, now we're ready for the second coat. What I do a lot of the times is your first coat should be smooth enough that you can just go over the top of it, but sometimes things are just too messed up and that's not the case. So you can just kind of back drag over it. I don't recommend chiseling like this because a lot of times you gouge in and you go too deep, but if you're careful, it might work for you. Worst case scenario, you can give it a light sanding, but make sure you get the dry stuff off your knife. And I like to get it lumped up in the middle. Lay your knife down as you're traveling so you leave some behind. Come back and fill that in a little bit. Don't use a lot of pressure, leave some behind. In the middle, scrape off my knife. Now I'm using the 6-inch knife to apply. But when I go to clean it off, I'm going to move to a wider knife. Take off some of that excess. Take off some of that excess. Let me get my wide knife. You can, of course, apply with a wide knife as well. Now on a seam like this, where the sheets are dimpled, you can just kind of go with the flow. You're going to leave spackle behind in that indentation. But here, where things are flat, you may have to kind of feather it from the center down, so you don't take all the spackle away. Things are shaping up nice with the bathroom. We got spackle on. Still got to fix a hole there. A little guy over there, but no big deal. Spackle's on. Primer is on. I've been doing a little touch-up on the paint. Blending it into the living room. And then let's flip some lights on in here. It's shaping up real nice. Shower's going to be there, so that doesn't need to get painted really all that well. Floor still has to get filled in, but you know, it's coming along. We're getting there. Alright, so the bathroom got 3 coats of spackle. It got sanded and primed. I guess they didn't know that I left this removable for them. But that's going to be behind the vanity anyway, so I guess who cares. But yeah, this is ready for the floor to get filled in. And the cement to be poured. And the drop ceiling to be placed. And this can be a completed bathroom. Let's go check on the garage. So the garage also has 3 coats of spackle and has been primed. I have to trim out the doors and the windows. The carpet was installed. A little premature for my taste. I would have liked to have been done, but oh well. What can you do?